Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Comedian and Bravo superfan Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you regarding the Bravoverse. The Bravo breakdown with Joleen technically is what we call these live streams. Tonight, we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 13, Episode 6, you guys, that I just got done watching, Ring Around the Rumor. All right. But first, make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And let's try to hit a like goal tonight. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes. That would be amazing, you guys. So what we do over here is we take a comedic look at all things Bravo. So we're going to be roasting and recapping the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills latest episode that literally just aired this evening. And it was a doozy. So we got to get right into it. Okay. Sound off in the live chat. I love hearing from you guys. Hello, Pam, and hello, Colleen. So good to have you guys here for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills a breakdown, roast, and recap. Okay. So we have episode 13. Episode 6 of season 13, Ring Around the Rumor. Kyle seeks insight into Sutton's confusing behavior. Dorit pours out a strong opinion of her own. Erika presses forward with reviving her public image, and Garcelle is stunned when her son makes an admission about their divorce. All right, so let's go housewife by housewife with this little breakdown and see if that works. Hello, Lucinda. Good evening from Upland, California. Well, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. So we'll start with Sutton. Let me grab I'm checking for some screenshots here on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills hashtag on the old Twitter, if you will, so we can start sharing. I love looking at the hashtag because people they get some good shots, get some funny little tweets here. All right. So first and foremost, let me grab Garcelle. You guys hit the like while we're just kind of grabbing. Garcelle's confessional look tonight with that like yellow green dress was amazing. Intergalactic, hello. Ida, hello. Good to see you. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the best live of your life. Allegedly. We're not really sure. So tonight was such a big episode of Housewives. I might be all over the place. I was going to go housewife by housewife, but then I remembered we got to see Kyle and Morgan Wade in action. Okay, so let me tell you a little story. Kyle Richards has been married to Mauricio Umansky or something. I don't know. I just know her as Kyle Richards. And forever and a day. Kyle rarely talks about her marriage, but it has been speculated, Lisa Vanderpump, Randy Glanville, for quite some time that, and in the media, that it's not all, rainbows and butterflies. And we are finding out now what we know outside of this season is that they're separated, possibly on their way to divorce. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Kathy Hilton is doing press because a new season of Paris's show is coming out. And she just keeps popping in with babies. I mean, God bless. Love Paris. Good for you. But she's just like, yeah, and then I decided to surprise my family with another baby. So Paris is not telling her family when her surrogacy, that she was, going through a surrogate, I don't think. And then she just is like, we were just having dinner. And I just was like, it's hot. This is my baby. She's so hot. Wait, it's a he. And I think she had, so mazel to Paris. Amazing. But I love how she's just like, I never really get anything of my own or to keep private. So I just love going to family events and going, here's a baby. Do you like it? Isn't it cute? It's hot. I'm going to bring it with me when I DJ. But congratulations. So Paris and Kathy are doing press, right? And Kathy is asked on maybe even the Today Show, one of like the bigger talk shows, possible morning show, about Kyle and Mauricio. And you can tell Kathy wants to spill. Paris is very media trained now, and Kathy is still like, I kind of want to talk about it while eating a baked potato. on a TV tray or a TV stand or whatever you call those things that you put in your living room so you can eat food and watch television like in the 80s. Okay. What is Hunky Dory? What is Hunky Dory herself? Yes, Tiffany. So she looks over at Paris like, yeah, I know about the, Mauricio and Kyle. Yeah. And Kathy actually spills that she says Kyle is very stubborn. And even though she's the youngest, she's like the bossiest. And Paris is like, yeah, that's hot. And she says, because I think they ask her if Kyle and Mauricio will get back together. If she thinks that, or if it's like for real or something. And she's like, well, I know Kyle. And if she wasn't serious about this, she wouldn't do it. So basically confirming that it's over. For sure, for sure. Which I think, we all kind of know. Because the way Kyle is acting this season, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, London is her name. That's so cute. Paris, London. What's the little boy's name? Pam. Not that you're my human Google, but I'm just curious. So Kathy definitely wanted to spill, and we know just from Kyle's behavior, because it's very interesting. It's interesting. And we get to see Morgan, who is the alleged other woman, not for Mauricio, for Kyle, because there's been lots of allegations that Mauricio's putting his sticky not in her wiki. He's been doing stuff, and I look at Mauricio now, and I'm like, you do that. Like, he just, you get vibes as a woman. You get vibes, and you're like, you do that. I just think I think you do that, and I think Kyle has, been living a lie long enough. And she's like, I'm not living this lie anymore. But she's also Kyle. So she's still uptight and anxious. Kyle, it's interesting because she's, in her 50s, but it just shows like sometimes it takes people a long time to find out who they truly are. She just kind of morphs into who she's around. It's almost like she doesn't realize she can just be who she is because she doesn't know who she is. And that's what we find out when she's talking to Morgan, because Morgan Wade, she's adorable. I'll be lesbian with Morgan Wade. Like, I know that's not how it works, but she's so cute. I don't know much about her. I think I heard her sing once because I Googled it, but I got to download she's cute, right, guys? Like, she's a cutie patootie. And she's like, Kyle, just do what you want. And if you don't want to do the THC dinner, then don't do it, Kyle. Don't do it. Oh my God, your hands are so sweaty, Kyle. They're like dripping sticky. Ew, gross. She's covered in tats. So now Kyle is really into tattoos. So Kyle, we find out in this episode, met Morgan Wade through the social medias because she found her music. And Morgan Wade's like, she stalked me. She did. She stalked me. And Kyle's like, stop, stop. And Morgan, how old is Morgan? Morgan's younger than Kyle. So Kyle's just, there's this, different little vibrance that goes to Kyle now that she's with or hanging with whatever they're doing. Okay. Now, oh my God. Did I know this? I feel like I talked about this. She's 28. How old is Kyle? Damn, Kyle's like 60. Wait, how old is Kyle? Kyle. Oh my God, Kyle. 54. 38, 40. That's over 20. Oh my God, that's over 20 years. Oh, I gotta be even because I say that for the guys when they go for the youngins. I mean, Kyle, she reads young. Maybe it's the facelifts. I mean, Kyle has got, out of all the housewives, she's gotten some good work done. Like, I want to talk to her plastic surgeon for real. No offense, all offense. All offense, no offense. Chickenhead, thank you so much for the super chat. The first super chat of the live. If you guys want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you can always send a super chat while you're live, like Chickenhead PK Neely did, or hit me up on the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or join my YouTube membership or my Patreon. Chickenhead says, so happy you're live. And if Kyle was a dude stalking a younger gal, if a guy did it, we would be grossed out. That's why I was trying to be fair, Chickenhead, because I'm like, when dudes do this, I always am like, yuck, get a life. I thought Morgan was like 35 for a second, but I think a couple months ago, I did a live and I found out she was 28 and I just forgot. Facelifts? I mean, I don't know, Shannon Bam. I just assume everyone's had facelifts. I lived in California and LA long enough to be like, you got to get a couple, because even when you get tots, even when you get your titties done, I thought you can just run with those forever, but they're like tires. You have to get every couple, every 10 years or 20 years, you gotta rotate and you gotta switch it and reverse it. You gotta change them. So much like your tires, you can't have the same fake tits forever. I didn't know, but hey, good. Right? She is tight and right. Morgan is 28 and acts 15. I mean, she's young. She's young. Now I feel bad even for saying she's cute because I'm 43. How old? Well, I'm less than 20 years. Yeah. I'm closer to her age. Okay. But I'm not trying to get on her. Okay. No, all offense, no offense. No offense. All offense. Kyle is definitely Pam's. You guys sound off in the chat, but they're doing it. Here's how here is a fact. This is scientific evidence that Kyle Richards is definitely doing sexual stuff with Morgan Wade. And okay. Do you see when they hugged at the tattoo parlor? Kyle hugged her like, oh, it's my friend Morgan. And then she did like the rubby on the side. I only hug my husband like that. Like kind of like there's just like a caress, an extra little caress that is not a friendly hug. That is a sexy hug. Okay, I did do a whole live about that. For a girlfriend. I remember talking about it, but then I just I talk about so much stuff I can't remember everything. Kyle and Mo have been married as long as Morgan has been alive. Oh, I think we talked about that. Oh my God, I have to Google that. Oh my God. I am like getting grossed out now. Oh, I didn't want to be grossed out by them. Okay. Mauricio and Kyle married how long? I think we talked about this, 27 years. That's, you know what? That's why Kyle has to end the marriage soon, because she does not want to have to live with the fact that her new lady is, she was married longer than her new lady is old, if that makes sense. People are like, oh, Kyle, this is your new girlfriend? Yes, this is Morgan Wade. She's a beautiful song. She's like, hi, I'm Morgan. What's up? This is how Morgan. What's up, Morgan Wade? Yeah, just wear t-shirts and tight jeans and I sing about my feelings in country. How old am I? I'm 28. Kyle, how long were you married? 28 years. When Kyle got married, I was a zygote. How I'm going to make a song about that. When Kyle and Mauricio first got married, I was a sperm and egg. I was just a zygote and a little bitty baby. I don't know. She can probably come up with better lyrics than that. Anna, stop it. I forget Farrah is older. So Anna says Kyle's oldest daughter from her previous marriage, because we know Kyle had Farrah very young, is 35. How weird to have your mom just hanging out with a 28-year. And again, if it was a guy, I would be like, you nasty. Like I would go in on him. So I can't not with Kyle. Oh my goodness. So they're definitely doing it. They're definitely more than friends. The way Kyle looks at her, Kyle invites her in. This is our first introduction to her this season and ever in Beverly Hills. Kyle is going to get another tattoo because she is like rebelling. And Mauricio's like, oh, Love Bean, don't do that. Love Bean. Oh, Mauricio's got this like disapproving whisper that's weird. Love Bean, no. And I'm like, it's literally like Mauricio is Kyle's dad this season and she's acting like the rebellious teen. Probably what her youngest daughter should be acting like. It's crazy. Yes, lots of chemistry in that room. Is crackling, Alex says. So she's going to get the tattoo and Kyle just happens to get the the friendly tattoo with her friendly friend right by her baby door. Do the math. She was like, oh, Morgan, I'm just going to show you my labia real quick. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have very low cut underwears. Oh my God. It was, uh, and then, okay, the guy says, I have to drop a design for this, something, and this is going to be a very intricate tattoo. All right. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what does Kyle want for a tattoo? Do you guys want to know what Kyle's tattoo looks like? Here, let's see. What can I write on this? Okay, yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff I still have to do that I didn't do. Okay. Here's what she got. That's Kyle's tattoo. It's like that. Something like that. It pretty much is like that. I was like, what? And the guy's like, I'm gonna have to draw up the design. I'm like, is that a design? It just is like 2 sticks and 2 balls and a couple stars or something. He was just like, hold on. It was like tic-tac-toe. X, O, X, X, O, O. There's Kyle's tattoo. Kyle gets these like I don't understand. I don't have any tattoos. I love tattoos. I think they're beautiful. But what is with people now just being like, I got this tattoo. It means something to me. And you're like, oh my God, can I see it? Yeah, it reminds me of just like how we're only here for a small period of time, and my grandfather and the ocean, and how it's infinite. And when I look into it, it eases my anxiety because I realize there's something so much bigger than me, and I am just a speck of dust inside a giant's eye. Wow, let me see the tattoo. And they're like, this line represents everything. What? Things aren't linear, huh? Things are linear, huh? That's your, I'm telling you, I do not know. Chicken Head, thank you for the super chat. Chicken Head is getting greasy. She's like, your hands are, Kyle, your hands are greasy. Mom, your hands are greasy. Mom, how long are we going to be at this tattoo parlor? She's like, Morgan, if you don't shut up. Mom, just getting hungry. You said we could get McDonald's, but you've been like obsessing over that like shitty tattoo. I mean, it's nice, I guess, but I got baked potatoes tattooed on me. Okay, I got trout. I think Kyle said Morgan has trout tattoos and maybe a toilet paper roll. Morgan's like, you said I can get chicken nuggies. Let's go, Mom. Seriously. So it does kind of remind me of like her hanging out with one of her daughters. But she holds her hand and Kyle's like, oh, just I brought my, and she wore her black lacy underwear. Oh God, Kyle, it is so apparent that you are boning down Morgan Wade. I mean, and she's like, oh, just right above the top of my vagine is where I'd like this tattoo. Okay. All right. So they do that, and Kyle says, I didn't tell Mauricio was coming here. And she tells the guy like it's her friend. Maybe that's her tattoo artist, but it looked like she was getting tatted in a WeWork. I was like, is her tattoo artist in a WeWork right now? There was a guy doing ceramics next to her, and then the lady next to them were doing accounting. It was a WeWork. I'm pretty sure it was a WeWork. I'm pretty sure. So Kyle is, getting this tat, and she's like, oh, it hurts. And Morgan's like, you're a baby, Mom. He's a damn baby. Jeez, okay, I'm not holding your hand. It's too greasy. You're greasy. Is that going to happen to me when I get older, Mom? Am I going to get greasy too? Chicken Head, thank you so much. Chicken Head says, you remind me of Mary Catherine. Molly, yeah. She's like, when I get really nervous with my hands like this, and I go, and I smell it. Yeah. Yeah. Boomer says, in my opinion, Morgan has way too many tattoos. Just my preference. She does have a lot. She says, it works for her, though. There's some people that can get away with it. Now, Kyle's like, maybe I should go home with a neck tat. And the guy's like, you didn't tell your husband you were here? And she's like, I mean, it's not that I lied. It's that I didn't tell him. Like, she was trying to impress the other adult guy, the tattoo artist. And he's like, all right, can we speed this up? Because I only rented out this WeWork space for an hour. And there's a lot of talky lady in the black lace underoos. So then, Morgan has entered the building. She's there. So now we get her going home to Mauricio. And Mauricio's like, hey, love bug. Sorry, I've been cheating on you incessantly through the years, allegedly. How are you? And she's like, where are you going? Why are you packed? Are you bringing that bag? What's in there? Is it going to be a body? Better not be my body. He's like, it's golf clubs, love bug. And she's like, oh my God, that looks creepy. Better not be me. And he's like, you can come with me. And she's like, ew, gross. Ugh, ugh. I would hate to travel with you. It is so crazy to see Kyle, who was borderline obsessed with Mauricio for so long, now just completely, it looks like she completely turned her feelings off for him. And she was like, yuck. And I think that's kind of what happens when it's that thing called resentment. And if you build up that resentment for your significant other, once it has filled the resentment cup, fill up my cup, once it gets to the top, you can't go back. You cannot go back. And Kyle's like, ew, gross. Bleh. Don't invite me there. And he's like, love bug. I wrote a book. Mauricio wrote a book called The Deal Maker. It should be The Deal Breaker because, sir, the number one deal you made, allegedly, is your marriage and you broke the vows. So I don't want to hear nothing about you in deals because it looks like you don't keep your word. So how do I know you're going to keep your word on the house you sell me or anything? That's all I have to say about that. I mean, she's so overmoted. She's like, oh, don't touch me. Ew, yucky, yucky. He must have banged someone she knows. Or it was someone too many, or it was a 28-year-old. So maybe she's trying to, get back at him through, I don't know, through maybe getting with a 28-year-old of her own. But I digress. All right, let me pull up for dinner. So Kyle is just, she's like, I got another tattoo. And he's like, no, love bug. No love bug. No love bug. Come on. He's like, where? And she goes, above my vagina. But she didn't show it to him like Morgan Wade, where he was like, he goes, I hope I get to see it one day. And she says, you're seeing it right now. Oh. And he goes, no, I mean, like more often all the time. And she's like, that man is, we are never, ever, ever getting back together there. It's so done. It's so yesterday. Haven't you heard that she's going to be okay? She's with Morgan Wade and it is over. Yeah, she wants to get them M tattooed. And then she tattooed Morgan. Morgan's like, you can put whatever you want on me. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kyle. What you got? Go ahead, put whatever you want on me. And she put a K. And Kyle's like, I put a K. That was me. I mean, you have everything on there. You have a toilet paper roll. You have a turd, a smiley turd. You have a trash can. So I figured I'll give you something you don't have, which is me. She calls Morgan all the time. They talk all the time. She got sober for Morgan because Kyle really doesn't understand sobriety. Even when Morgan's explaining, I'm 6 years sober. And well, because Kyle says, oh, my friends I'm just getting peer pressured. And they keep wanting me to drink. So I feel like I have to have this dinner where we're having THC. We're having a THC dinner. We're going to THC it up. Okay. And Morgan's like, what? You said you didn't like edibles. And Kyle's like, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I just feel pressure. And she's like, Kyle, you got to be who you are. And if who you are isn't who you want to be and who they want you to be, that's their problem. And Morgan said, when I got sober, I lost some friends. I mean, tell me about it, Morgan. Morgan is speaking like a true sober person who's been sober for a while, because you do. I haven't met a person who's gotten sober who didn't lose a couple friends, at least, because your lifestyle changes. You're, just with alcohol, if you're sober from alcohol like I am, you're drinking buddies. Some people don't want to hang out with sober people. I had a very good friend who was a neighbor of mine. And when I told her I was sober, she said, call me when you're off the wagon. And I swear she never talked to me again. She unfriended me on Facebook, kept Nana. Like it was done. That, and I think she thought I stole her ice cube tray or something. I don't know. But yeah, call me when you fall off the wagon. And I was like, and that we never talk again. Your friends do change. Your friends do change. And sometimes they have to, whether it be their choice, but there's always, it's always, usually you have to also, reevaluate things. And, it depends on, it depends on where you were in your active addiction and stuff. And, those people can be triggers. Those people can, just not serve you anymore. And you don't serve them. I mean, it was pretty foul. And then Nana found out, I was like, Nana, she's still your friend. And Nana was like, my mom was like, teach me how to unfriend. And this is, I've been sober since April 2012. So this was a while ago that Nana was like, let me get in there. Show me how to unfriend. And she was like, unfriend, block. And she got rid of her. So that was really nice of her. But Kyle is like a rebellious teenager now. So Kyle's like, oh. And Kyle says, I've never felt so free as when I'm with Morgan. Because normally I feel like I have to, be all these people and do all this stuff. And I just don't be myself. And that's Kyle. Kyle is like, she's a people pleaser, she's one of those people. She's not her true self because she's afraid of being judged. She's been kind of, hiding for a while, I think, who she really is. And so, of course, it's going to be very freeing to be around someone who is unapologetically themselves. But I think it's going to take more than that, for more than just hanging out with Morgan, for Kyle to truly, be able to finally at, 50, what did I say? She was 54 years old, be her most authentic self, Okay, let me get some screenshots. I keep saying I'm going to get screenshots up there, and then I don't share here. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So very interesting seeing the Morgan Wade and the Kyle Richards of it all. It was very, very interesting. Alrighty. Let's pull up. So Kyle, this is Kyle when Morgan said, she stalked me. She did. She stalked me. She said, she followed me around and she was like, I like your music. And I was like, are you friends with my mom? Did my mom send you to make sure I'm still on the up and up? No? Okay. Right. Isn't Nana the best? Nana, there's nothing like having a mom. And I know everyone doesn't have that. So I feel very lucky, but having a mom who like has your back no matter what, try capturing a different screen. If this, what the fridge? Why aren't you letting me share my screen? What the fridge? What the French toast? Okay. StreamYard's being a butthole, so we can't. We can't. But yeah, Yvonne, it's interesting that these ladies, sorry, you guys, I can't share my screen. StreamYard's not letting me. It's interesting that these ladies want Kyle to drink, and they're really not accepting Kyle and her soberness. And it's, we are saved from the splits and the hair whip. And even Kyle herself knows that has been a problem for a while. I think everyone has a bottom when you get sober, and Kyle's was the splits. People constantly being like, please stop doing the splits and whipping your hair. You have to get a new dance move. And she couldn't. And that's when she knew, this is really stunting me. I can't even get a new dance move. I'm screwed. So very, very interesting. Boomer says, my ex and I split when I got sober. He just couldn't or wouldn't, but we remained very good friends until he passed. Oh, I'm so sorry. 3 years ago. So sad. We lost so much time together. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's such a big change. Our society in general, and I mean the world, but I think is so, especially in the States, I'm sure it's like this in other countries too, but just from, my own experience here, it's alcohol is it's so normalized, and it's such a big part of, especially where I grew up in the Midwest, of everyone's social life. And it's just so normalized. And so when you take something like that out of your life, a lot of, not everyone will understand. And also you won't necessarily relate to everyone anymore. But I like Morgan when she's just like, and just don't make a big deal out of it. Just do it or don't do it, but don't make such a big deal out of it. And I think that is actually, as silly as that sounds, that's a good way. But you're talking to Kyle, who Morgan said when Kyle did edibles, she's like, you thought your necklace was choking you. And Kyle's like, and that's Kyle. That's Kyle since the beginning. She will lose these different anxieties she has. Remember when she was terrified to fly? But there's always something with Kyle. And I think she desperately wants to be this like free spirit, but her own insecurities and inability to be authentically herself, and also her anxieties really hold her back from that. But that doesn't stop her from being judgmental on other people for that, which is very interesting. And we'll get there. So Kyle and Morgan, oh my gosh, Sutton. Now Sutton and Kyle, this episode, lots of drama for your mama. Listen, it is 100% that Sutton reminds her of Kathy Hilton. And now Sutton is friends with Kathy Hilton. Kyle and Kathy were not in a good place. I think they're a little better now, but I think Kyle resents Sutton going in and being friends with Kathy and posting pictures. And Kathy and Sutton are alike in a lot of ways. They say things that you're like, that doesn't really make sense, but okay, I'll go with it. They're very rich, like rich, and they're out of touch with reality. So probably all the things that annoy her about Kathy annoy her about Sutton, and she's a little bit jealous. Because in last episode, when Sutton told her, I feel like you treat me like the little sister. You know, you talk down to me, and I think she does. She does treat Sutton kind of shitty. And Kyle says, oh, don't flatter yourself. You're not our little sister. Because I think she thought Sutton meant like the little sister in the Richard sisters of Kathy and Kim. But I don't think Sutton meant that. I think she meant, you're treating me like I'm your dumb little sister. You talk down to me, you know. So that's just my theory about that, because Kyle has a big reaction to Sutton. And Sutton is not without her own issues and things. But a lot of those are real quirky, you know. I don't think they're things that would set Kyle off as much as they do. So I think it has more to do with Kathy and more to do with Sutton being so much like Kathy. And so that's the word sister is a trigger for Kyle because she struggles. Oh, thank you guys. I put up my little tree, my 4-foot pink tree in the back today, and I love this teddy bear little zip up from Target. It's just my favorite. It's so comfy. I wish they would make these with just all different things on them, but Target only has one style like this. I wish they'd make them in lots of different styles, but this is the only one they have right now. Ugh. But I love it because it's so cute. It zips all the way down. So good. So good. Yes, Kyle. Yes, Miss T. Kyle is the little sister who wants to be big. So Sutton sees the dating coach, or that dating coach. I'm gonna have to do like an impersonation video of her because she is like a mood. And Avi, Sutton's first assistant, was like, she's very, what did he say? Not perky, but she's something like she's, what was the word he used, you guys? It was something like that. It's like, she's just like, hi, oh my God, hi, oh my God, is that a dog? What's the dog's name? Hi, dog, how you doing? Thank you. Oh my God, is this for me? Avi, thank you so much. Oh my God, I died. Sutton is like very self-aware. I like that about her. And then Dorit shows up to help because the matchmaker found some guys that Sutton has to choose from, like 3 profiles. Bachelor 0, patient 0. And she invites Dorit over to kind of help her. And Dorit's like, oh, Beverly Beach by Dorit. Oh, you think Sutton is self-aware? Because I would say that is actually her number one downfall, is that she is not self-aware. Also, I will say that she is so aggressive, very aggressive. What else did Dorit say? Oh, she's aggressive and she's not self-aware and she's erratic and she's snippy. She's pretty much awful. She's awful, but she's great. Hi, I'm wearing all black. Beverly Beach by Dorit. I'm also very triggered. Oh, stop. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I forgot you had a dog. Oh my God, that's me. You have a Mia there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very triggered. Okay, I'm very snappy. But she's snippy. She's horrible. She's a horrible, horrible woman. So Dorit is there and Sutton's just like, I'm sorry. Because Kyle had previously, just like earlier in the week, told Dorit and Crystal that about her interaction with Sutton when she was at her house. Name them. Remember that? Name them. And then also at Garcelle's movie. Garcelle released her movie and they all went and saw it and it was really emotional and Denise Richards showed up. Again, Denise Richards, she wasn't wearing jean shorts, but she was wearing a jean jacket because, Denise Richards is cash, except for at Kyle's dinner tonight. So they had a very weird interaction. And so it's kind of like following up to that and how Kyle felt like, Sutton jumped down her throat and she was just so snippy and erratic and they don't know if she has a drinking problem. And Crystal's DRs or whatever interviews tonight she was like, Kyle, you just got sober an hour ago. You cannot talk about anyone else's sobriety. And I was like, oh my gosh. Are you guys getting boners for the tattoo guy? I don't even think I got a good look at him. But didn't he have like brown hair, dressed in all black like the Omen? Yeah, okay. All right, I'll have to take a look. Take a closer look next time. But so Dorit's like, oh yes, Sutton is very difficult. And then Sutton says in her little confessional, she says, well, if Dorit fell in love with PK, maybe I need to not be so picky. So that's why I invited Dorit over. Sutton, like you guys are saying in the chat, she was super fun and shady in her little confessional. I mean, if Dorit could fall in love with PK, maybe I need to not be so picky. So they're looking through guys. Sutton zooms in on a picture of the guy's package, trying to see his bulge, or what is it called? His dent? His indent? No, that's not what it's called. I need Jamie B for this one. Maybe Care Bear will know. Someone will know. What is it called? His print. His print. She's looking for his print, but I think that's only in sweatpants. Anyway, she's looking for to get a little eyes on the D. The dick. Is Morgan related to Red? I think so. I think she might be. So Sutton's zooming in, and then the matchmaker's like, oh my God. Okay, so Sutton, I have like the best guys for you. And Avi, again, thank you so much for the tea. The tea is so good. Thank you. Okay, so I have the best guy for you. Okay. And Sutton's like, and she's like, head of an entertainment firm. Oh my God. Like, so good. This lady's facials were everything. And Sutton goes, ew, no. I can't be with him because I don't like when they wear black shirts with black tuxedos. I don't. No, next. And Dorit's like, Beverly Beach by Dorit. Oh, Sutton, you can't just overlook him for that reason, okay? I mean, it's called monochromatic. I might not know marriage, but I know fashion. Okay, it's a monochromatic look. It's excellent. And then she just went up to the window and looked out like this. Okay. So they decide on Bachelor Patient Zero, and she's going to go out on a date with this guy. And they tell her, don't wear your kitty sweater. So, okay. And Sutton has another assistant. She has like assistant 1, assistant 2. Assistant 2 had, I think, a turtleneck tucked into leather pants. Little cutie, but it was an interesting look. It was very LA. So Kyle and Sutton definitely the whole episode not getting along. All right. We see Garcelle talking to her son Jax. Now we know Jax is like, he must be an old soul or he's holding in. I don't know. but his reactions to things are very just so logical, but just kind of saying serious things without emotion. He's like, "No, mother, I don't need any more rearing. I needed that 2 years ago, and you weren't there because you were off filming or something." And Sutton's like, "Teenage boys can be assholes. Don't worry about it." And Garcelle says that parenting her twin boys, it's different because one wants to talk about his feelings and stuff being Jax, and her other son, he just wants to be with his girlfriend, with Ashlyn. He's in that first little puppy dove. Why is it puppy dove? Puppy dog love, or puppy dove love. But yeah, puppy dog love. So he's like, I just want to get to the Frenchin', I think. I don't know. So he's off with his girlfriend. But the other son, they go out to dinner. And he's almost like a little old man sitting there when he's talking. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I've known about you and dad cheating. I know." He's just eating his steak and his food. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I found out when I was 8. I Googled it." She's like, "What? I thought we protected you from the cheating rumor." And he's like, "No, I just Googled it. I've known forever. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to hold against you, and I'm not going to hold against dad." And Garcelle's just like, oh. And then she recalls, finding out. Yes, Alex, so chic, very chic. Finding out about the cheating, and her husband, she grabbed his phone, and someone said, "I love you." He got a text, and it wasn't her. Immediately, I was just like, "I went to your house, walked up the stairs. I noticed a letter that sat on your desk. It said, 'Hello, love. I love you so, love. Meet me at midnight.' And no, it wasn't my writing." It reminded me of the hidden track on the Alanis Morissette, obviously, album, the You Ought to Know, or whatever the hell, that super famous album of Alanis Morissette that came out when I was in high school. And that track I loved because she found a letter on his bed, and it wasn't her writing because she broke into his house. I think that made me like a weird girlfriend and a stalker, because that in the 90s, the 90s, you had to be a nightmare pixie girl or whatever they called them. Teenage nightmare dream pixie girl, manic pixie girl, manic nightmare, manic. I don't you had to be one of those. And they were like, "Yes, stalk the men. I have so many personalities." And that was the cuteness. So I think that made me Jagged Little Pill. Not You Ought to Know. Thank you. The album Jagged Little Pill. So I think that made me be a stalker then, because I was like, well, Alanis said she went to his house. She walked up the stairs, and then she's like, "I took off my clothes. I ran a bath." And I was like, "Oh my God, you are bad. This dude is not home." And so I'm pretty sure when I was a teenager, I just showed up at boyfriends' homes and maybe went in. I don't know. I can't promise you I didn't. It's all a little blurry, Short Stack is a member for 28 months. Short Stack, thank you so much. You're making me cry. Oh, I hope not bad. Manic Pixie Dream Girl. That's what it is. Yeah, Manic Pixie Dream Girl. So immediately that song came to my head when she was like, "It said, 'Hello, love. I love you so, love. Meet me at midnight.' And no, it wasn't my writing. I better go soon. It wasn't my writing." And then she's like, "You're going to be home soon." And it's just, now I get stressed. But I think that was my generation, as we were like, "Oh, you're not going to tell us what's going on? Well, guess what? I'll just show up to your MFing house. I'll take a bath. I'll spray your cologne. I'll lay wet in your bed, and I'll read all of your letters. And maybe I'll burn it down. R.I.P. Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Maybe I'll burn this motherfucker down. So don't try me. Don't test me. Don't try me." I don't know if that song was about Uncle Joey, but allegedly "You Ought to Know," "Were you thinking of me when you after?" Would she go down on you in a theater? That was Uncle Joey. Yeah, wearing a baby doll slip dress with a knife with my own blood on it, because I love you that much. If you don't get this kind of love, you don't get love, Thank you. Doritos. I love that song. But yeah, that song used to make me real emotional. So it was, the scenes with Garcelle and her sons. I mean, at first I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I just kind of feel bad. But now I'm like, well, I mean, they're having important conversations. And like her son Jax was the one that went up to Erika Jayne and was like, we're good. We're okay. Just so you know, 53-year-old woman, it's good. Even though you treated me like shit, you told me to get the fuck away, fuck off, fuck you, fuck me, fuck my brother. It's okay. And she's like, honey, thank you so much for coming up to me. I didn't want to walk over there, I went through a really bad marriage and federal indictment, but I'm in the clear. So thank you, sweetie. But the kid had to do it, which still I don't think I would forgive. Okay, 90s open, right? I'm here for every 90s open mic. And like you'll never get me out of the 90s when it comes to like the pop culture, the music, the fashion. I love it. I love it. Now I see what my mom was always talking about with the 60s. She just loved it. She's like, I love the 60s. I think it was like late 60s. She loved early 70s. So I get it. I get it. Okay. Speaking of Erika is experimenting with a new PR person / manager. Okay. Alexis, Erika's new manager. I already think it's an upgrade because no offense, all offense to whatever his name was, Todd or whatever his name was, Jack White. I don't know who his name was. The old one that was Nikki Hilton's that might have leaked information allegedly. Alexis had her shit together. Erika went over to Alexis's house and it was really nice, but it was also very young millennial or middle millennium because she had one of those like cool wavy full-length mirrors that I see and I'm like, oh my god, those are really cool. So she's probably, I'm guessing mid-30s, but her house, so cute, killer, and she's got a plan for her. She's like, okay. Erika's like, honey, here's the thing. I know I might not look like now a viable candidate, but I do want to get back out there because Alexis, the new manager, is like, I assume you want to perform again. You want to be out in the world. You want to be a part of that world, Ariel. And Erika's like, honey, I do. Okay. And listen, I'm not going to lie. Tom's federal indictment, even though I wasn't indicted, isn't helping my case. It's like, Erika, what didn't help your case is how you acted. You acted like a real asshole. And Alexis said, you gotta own it. And I'm like, thank you, Alexis. Thank you. You can't coddle her. You have to say, I understand, your older Gen X mind, possibly, maybe, no shade, all shade, no offense, all offense, wants to be like, I am the victim in this. I had to give up all my money. But it wasn't your money. Okay. And your husband got it in a nefarious, awful way, a lewd and lascivious way. And you have to have empathy. You have to have empathy for the victims. You have to. And that's what Alexis told her. Like, you really might want to try. She didn't say it like this, but I feel like she was like feeling bad. Have you ever felt bad for them? And she's like, honey, I tried. I just asked my therapist 2 episodes ago, what's empathy? How do you get it? But if I can get a show in Vegas, I'll learn it, honey. I will learn it. So I think just with the trajectory of Erika's career now, that there's like a tiny bit of life into it, I think Alexis is helping. I'll be honest. She doesn't need whatever his name was, Todd, Travis, Jack, whatever, who will leak stuff. She needs someone who's going to hold her accountable and say, I think you got to own it. If we're ever going to make money again, you have to take accountability and you have to feel bad and you got to do something. You got to do something. Yes, DGF, hit the like. Remind me again about that empathy thing. Oh, can you buy it? I can't afford anything. I can only have my fucking, we can't call him a maid, helper over here once a week. It's like, Mom, wash the fucking dishes. I can't afford it anymore. So Erika is, she's she's trying. She's trying to get back, because they told the story this episode of how she was on top. And then she fell. She went from Chicago and she's like, Tom's not coming to a show, honey. He's busy robbing people. To now, what's happened to her. So it'll be a while. I don't know. How are you guys feeling in the about Erika? Do you think she's on the mend? Is she getting it? Is she redeemable? Because every time I watch the show and my husband walks in, he goes, I don't like seeing that woman on the screen. My husband has a very big reaction. He's just like, it's awful. How she was and what her and her husband's awful. And I'm like, yes, he feels the same way about Jen Shaw. Who else does he feel that way about? Well, any of the scammers, I guess. Is she though? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I know some creators, have good relationships with her. And I know my friend Zach Peter just did an interview with her. But I don't know. So maybe it is a rock bottom thing, like Alex is saying. I think she's hit rock bottom and is slightly humbled. She needs a good humbling for sure. And I think even she herself, she's like, yeah, I had to. I mean, I didn't have a choice. Honey, I didn't even have a dime. Okay, I couldn't even get a Big Mac or a Little Mac or any Mac. I just went in and asked for packets of ketchup and then ate them. And was looking for rich guys. So, and yes, good question, Miss T. Can she have a career that's not paid for? Because let's be honest. I mean, Tom funded that pop star career for a while. And then as she went on the show, I think that was a great opportunity for her to get exposure to ultimately get fans who would then come see her. Because before then, it's like, I'm sorry, who? Erika Dahowdy? Outside of West Hollywood, who's going to go watch Erika perform before Housewives? Or now, allegedly. Is her Vegas show doing? Emily, good question. I mean, Sutton was saying preseason or early in the season that her tickets, they were giving tickets away for free or for $1. So I don't know, as a live performer myself, depends on what kind of deal she has. I mean, if she has like a residency deal where no matter how many tickets are sold, she gets paid the same, then she'd be doing fine. But if she's got any kind of deal with tickets and that, I mean, $1, not good. Yeah, time will tell. We'll see. Anna says she can't afford to end up off the show like Rinna. So she's laying low. She is laying low this season. It's a smart thing. All right. Because she does need all eyes off her. So that's where she's at. But I did like that Alexis. And I also am partial to women in management positions, entertainment management positions, and PR positions, because my manager is a woman. Shout out to Kim. And I think they just do a really good job. All right. They might just be a little better at it. So Alexis is like, you know what, Erika? I'm gonna put the word out, which is what managers do. You try to get you meetings, try to get you in the door, try to get you deals. They're managing your career. So, I know one's like, women supporting women. Yes. You see, Nanya, that's not good. If we forget she's a pop star, that's not good. But it is forgettable, because she can't be like, it's expensive to be mad. And my maid don't come for free. I can only get her once a week. It's expensive to be made that we have to rob victims of explosions or something. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't hit the same as now that we know the truth. It's like that whole Erika Jane, character was like this, like rich, wrapped in diamonds and, like a kept sugar baby type. And now it's like, okay. Yeah, something's working. I mean, the Housewives paycheck, it's a pretty big paycheck. I'm sure she makes a pretty penny on Beverly Hills Housewives because it's one of the higher rated and watched Housewives franchises. So yeah, she's gonna have to just remix with like what's really going on in her life. Talking about living in a pool house It's an expensive pool house, you know. I can't always turn on the air. So sometimes I got to sweat it out. You know, just like something a little more humbling, possibly, you know. Yeah. All right. Dorit, again, she's triggered. She got PTSD. And Garcelle said this episode, you know, she made a comment about how Dorit was robbed, but she still had all her jewelry. That's going to be talked about at the reunion. Did Dorit tweet about that? Because, whoa, Nelly. I was like, Garcelle, oh my gosh, tell me more. How'd she have all her jewelry? Oh, exactly. Oh, okay. Dorit. Crystal, again, we don't see a bunch from her, but she is doing the like supporting role. If someone is not at a table or they're gone, Crystal's like, I'll find them. Wait, did you, before they can even finish the sentence of like, where's Kyle? Crystal's like, I'm looking for Kyle. Hi, it's me, Crystal. What are you guys doing? What are you talking about? Crystal always is the one to get up. You know, I think, didn't she even get up? She got up when Sutton was freaking out in Vegas too, didn't she? She's like, oh, gotta go. Oh shit, I think I heard something about, is that Sutton? Oh, yep. Okay. Yep. Crystal. So that was funny. So we are introduced to the new housewife, Annemarie. I gotta look up what her deal is. She showed up in the dress Erika wore in like 2021. And Sutton was like, they still make that dress? Huh. And so when Crystal said that this Annemarie, what's her name? Annemarie, when that she said she was nosy, I'm like, but Crystal, so are you. So are you, Crystal, right? But I did like her this episode too. I'm actually not a Crystal hater. I know a lot of people want to be like poo-poo Crystal, but I kind of enjoy Crystal. Everyone can't be a home run hitter on the team. You need you need all kinds to make the show. And Crystal is rich. She's married to the Lion King. You know, sometimes, you know, some of the stuff might be annoying, but overall, I think we're going to see something from Crystal this year because I think something happens with her where she pisses a lot of people off, and it might be around this Annemarie. So Annemarie Wiley, I think there was already controversy about her. She's married to Marcus. Is it Marcus? Oh, okay. Oh, she's a certified registered nurse. Okay. Oh, anesthesiologist, anesthesia. Oh, she puts people to sleep. Like Larsa said that Dr. Jen from, is it Dr. Jen from Miami? Is that her name? I forget her name. I'm not watching this season yet. Is that her name? Or am I thinking of Dr. Jen from Orange County? Also, Taylor's not coming back to Orange County next season. Hot off the Twitter press, and Taylor confirmed it. So I guess she didn't bring it. She didn't get drunk enough. Dr. Nicole. I love Dr. Nicole. So Dr. Nicole is so she's not a nurse anesthesiologist, but she's like an anesthesiologist, but nurse anesthesiologist, you know, very important job. And Buku Skrilla. Okay. Speak of 90s terms, Buku Skrilla. That's what I tell my husband. He's in RN school right now. And I said, anesthesiology. I go, you love chemistry, don't you, baby? Baby, you love chemistry. Baby loves chemistry. And he's like, I do like chemistry. I'm like, baby loves chemistry. Baby loves chemistry. Just every day reaffirm. Because I just want to be a stay-at-home dog mom, you know, who does YouTube. That's it. And occasionally stand-up comedy. But that's all. That's all. No more, no less. All right. I just want to take care of my fur babies. Yep. Yeah, the bangs didn't bang for Taylor. And Dove says, yes, make it rain. Yeah, I'm always like, oh yeah. And you can pick what little specialty you want. My husband's like, yeah. I'm like, anesthesia. You know what? Nurse anesthesiology is, right? Chemistry, baby. Chemistry. Yes. Hit the likes. Not today. Thank you. So Annemarie shows up on the scene. She has 3 children with Marcellus, not Marcus. Wait, In addition to Marcellus. Okay, no, I'm so confused. Too many M's. Marcellus is her oldest child from a previous relationship. The Wileys have not yet made their debut. Yes, they have. This was 7 days ago. So she's now, no, his name is Marcellus. Ooh. All right. They share 3 children in addition to Marcellus's eldest. Okay, her husband's name is Marcellus, you guys. I am like, I have Chinese food waiting for me, and I'm thinking about that right now. I'm like, fried rice, orange chicken. Stop it, Joleen. Why are you so food motivated? It just, I wish like I could get treats like my dogs do while I'm live. So maybe my husband could just come in and give me a treat. Good girl. I'll be like, thank you. Thank you. Because I sit here for a really long time. And the dogs sit temporarily and I put food in their mouths. So, all right, too much dog stuff. Now, all right, what did he do? He did something. Okay, page 6. Oh God, I think I saw this. Can I share my screen yet? Is it letting me? I don't think it's gonna let me. Wait, maybe it will. Share. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, here we go. So Annemarie, who wed Marcellus Wiley in 2014. Okay. You guys. Okay, let's see. Get up here. Newcomer Annemarie Wiley's husband, Marcellus, accused of a 1994 essay, we have to say, or YouTube will demonetize. You can't say words anymore. In a new lawsuit. Oh, no. And she just got on the show. Oh, my God. Oh, no. The husband of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, newcomer Annemarie Wiley, has been accused of essay in a new lawsuit. A student who attended Columbia University at the same time as Marcellus Wiley nearly 3 decades ago sued him Tuesday in a New York Supreme Court under the Adult Survivors Act, alleging that he attacked her in the fall of 94 when he was a sophomore and star football player. According to the lawsuit, which was obtained by the Post, Marcellus allegedly, forced himself. All right. The woman alleged that Marcellus, 48, ignored her verbal objections. All right. Oh, no. I don't want to read the rest of that. It's bad. The woman is a professor and sociologist with a focus on race and culture. Claimed she and Marcellus were friends when he invited himself to her dorm, telling her he wanted to eat together and listen to music. Oh, my God. Okay. Yuck. Fucking yucksters. Oh, my God. What? According to her suit, she managed to get away from Marcellus, but he allegedly verbally threatened and physically yanked her back. Oh, my God. Marcellus denies it in a lengthy YouTube video. He did a YouTube video? Are you kidding me? The hour-long video started off with a slate with the text that read, "Big media is reckless and irresponsible to run with any story that is a flat-out lie. Everyone should be innocent until proven guilty. And in my case, the guilty part ain't happening." Ew. Ew. That's why I'm a partner with Brinks. Are you serious? Brinks.t. What? Wait. Huh? This guy did a video about this allegation with a sponsor? Later on in the video, Marcellus said, "If you're a virgin, I'm not going to be your first because I'm not looking at it with the same respect, esteem, and honor that you should." I'm sorry. What did this man just say? Oh, my ick. "If you're a virgin," he said in this video, "I'm not going to be your first because I am not," because she said she was a virgin at the time of the assault. "I'm not going to be your first because I am not looking at it with the same respect, esteem, and honor that you should." What? You sick idiot. We did mess around, but no he initially insisted later, admitting that they did have sex. So initially he says, no, we didn't. And then later he said they did. You lying ass liar. Oh my God. The man then went on to accuse the woman of talking trash and spreading lies. Yes, because that's what professors of sociology and race and culture do. To help cope with the shame she felt for cheating on her boyfriend at the time. I'm sorry, I cheated on a boyfriend, and I don't have shame about that from back in the 90s. That's what everyone did. No, it's not right. But still, are you kidding me? She's not holding around shame from 1994 and then going, you know what? I'm just going to go accuse someone of SA. That's what I'm going to do. In her lawsuit, the woman said she confided in a friend about the alleged attack and then reported it to several Columbia University administrators, all of whom allegedly displayed fondness for the then NFL hopeful. Oh, isn't that funny how it works for athletes? Anything that, follow the money, making the university money. So it's like, sorry, woman. Sorry with your woman problems. But this man is an NFL hopeful. So bye. One of the administrators allegedly showed the woman's victim statement to Marcellus, who just disagreed that it was SA. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I can't wait for him to start the fucking show. Oh my God. Gross. Gross. That poor woman. And way to be brave and way to, try to get whatever justice can come, which is like horrible. But Jesus, what a monster. I'm for sure going to click on that YouTube video. I kind of don't want to, but I can't. Oh my God. All right. Well, great. Thanks, Annemarie. No, it's not her fault, but so Annemarie is there. Oh, goodness. And Crystal says she talks a lot, and she did talk a lot this episode, but I think you got to kind of talk a lot to be a housewife. All right. Well, that took a turn. That got dark real quick. Yes, Miss T, it really did. Maybe because this is the beauty of Housewives a lot of times is that it can get you out of a bad marriage, because something can come out, or Kelsey Grammer will drop you off at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, door and go, hi, yes, oh, my wife, yes, take her. And then Camille Grammer was born into reality TV infamy and infamy. Okay, a little infamy and a little just regular for me. Speaking of Kyle has this THC party at her house, dinner party. All her friends are there. All of her friendly correspondents from ET News. Her little friend, I always forget his name, is there. And he is just like news anchor, friends. Is it Kevin? No, friends with Kyle Richards. He's a little cutie, but no, what's his name? Oh my gosh. What is I bet you guys already put it in the chat. I guarantee someone will know and tell me before YouTube. Okay? Because before Google. Justin. So little Justin, her friend. Thank you, Shani. Thank you so much. Thank you, Emily. Yes, Justin. I think that is his name. So Justin is there, and the morally corrupt Faye Resnick is there. She's like, no matter how many designer handbags you have, you'll never be a lady. And when she said that to Brandy, and I was like, oh my God, Faye Resnick. Thank you, Brandy, for the super sticker. Appreciate it. No matter how many designer handbags you have, you'll never be a lady. So Faye Resnick's there. THC dinner is going to happen. All the housewives are showing up, including Camille and Denise. So Denise is back. Denise finds out it's a THC dinner. And Denise Richards says, I don't do THC. Denise's facials are, she can move her lips to the side of her mouth. Like the movement is amazing. And she's like, I only did it twice in my life, but I'm not going to tell you with who. I only smoked weed twice in my life. Not to Charlie Sheen. Denise, God love Denise. And I do like Denise, but there's also something going on. right? Am I the only one that sees? Eh? Eh? So they're very worried about edibles because it hits you different. And Lisa, yeah, it hits you different. So they're like, oh. And Garcelle says, if you put the THC in my dinner, I'll sue you. But there's something going on with, right? Just saying you don't, it's really not that big of a deal. It's California. Like every person I know is their nighttime meds is weed. Like everyone. Every one of my friends, basically, except for my sober friends. And some of them might be sober from alcohol and not. They might be California sober. Are like, it's everyone, my nighttime meds. It's weed. It's some kind of edible, or they're doing, or they're smoking it, or or the, what is it, like wax or something? Wax on, wax off. I've talked about this before, but you scrape it from paper. I don't know. Okay. They got the little jewels or something. It's really not a big deal. But something's there. Because she's like, and I'm like, why is Denise? I've never done that. So Denise shows up. She's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, wow. What do you mean? Oh, wow. Even when, okay, resin, that's dabs. Okay, thank you guys. You guys are keeping me cool because I am like not cool. I don't even know what it's called. I feel like my mom, when my mom asked my mom and dad asked my brother one time if he was doing those fatty one hitters, and they found a pipe. And they kept it. And my mom said she was going to give it to him on his graduation day. I don't know if she ever did. So Denise, here's how I know something's up. Besides the driver dropped them off. Do you see Camille gets up? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Denise is like, thank you so much. Thank you for the ride. Thank you. And the lady was like, okay. And she's like, she like rubbed her side. I don't know if it's a Morgan Wade situation with the driver, but Denise, I was like, maybe it's tequila, because we know her and her conspiracy theory husband love to get drunk on the tequila, right? Wasn't it tequila was their drink of choice? But that was a lot. So thank you. Thank you. And they cut it. So she did that thing where when you're fucked up or you're like drinking, you drink too much. Not everybody, but I was definitely one of those people who's like, that was so nice of you. Thank you so much. That was like the best ride. Like, you're such a good driver. How long have you been driving? You're just so wasted that you're just like, I'm totally interested in your life, but you're blackout. So you don't even remember having the conversation, and you see the person again and they're like, do you remember you were begging me to play Beyonce and you tried to grind on me? And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I was blackout drunk. I was at a wedding. Oh my God, that's so weird. Okay. Well, good to meet you. I mean, see you again. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, maybe, it hit a little too close to home, but she was just like, yes, thank you so much. Thank you for the ride. Are those 22s? They're so big. You keep this car so clean. Thank you so much. And Camille's like, let's go. Let's go. And everything Camille said, because Camille's, she's with it. She's sharp. She's quick. And Denise is like, huh? What? Huh? Denise's facials this episode, they should give like her facial expressions their own check. Because every time someone said something between her and Dorit's like, but Dorit just has one. But Denise has, like, it was so many. And Cynthia's there. And I was like, how the fridge does Kyle know Cynthia? And I was like, oh, they were on Ultimate Girls Trip together. Duh. So, and I had heard for a long time rumblings that Cynthia was going to be added to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But I haven't seen it. But I feel that way too. I know people are like, I don't like Cynthia. I kind of miss her. Denise, the actor. I mean, for real. 22s. I guarantee she was asking questions. Like, just. So then, Kyle, before people get there, she's talking to Justin and Faye, and then Annemarie shows up. Anne-Marie's like, I'm a hugger. Hi, hug. Make sure it's consensual there, Annemarie. We don't want that thing to run in the family. Okay. So she's, just talking, and Kyle says, I'm getting ripped on for working out too much by Sutton. And then here comes Sutton in her vintage Gucci. Erika's like, is that Gucci or what is that? And, Sutton's like, Erika's like, honey, what is that brand? What do you got on there? Is that TJ Maxx? I've been seen at the Max. My PR thought it'd be good to see me at the Max. Then I went out and I burned the clothes. Honey, I ate them. I ate the clothes. I fed them to the homeless. So so then Sutton says it's Gucci, it's vintage Gucci. And then Kyle, who's like, I know Annemarie. She lives down the street from me. I known her for 2 minutes. I love how they pretend they're friends. That's how they bring her in. They need a housewife to kind of bring her into the show. And Crystal knows her and thinks she's a loudmouth and nosy. Takes one to know one, Crystal. So then Kyle's like, that's the one who says I work out too much. And Faye Resnick, the morally corrupt Faye Resnick, is like, oh, that's so interesting how they're giving you a hard time for making smart choices and being healthy. Faye has Denise is like, around the world. Like her face goes around the world. And Faye Resnick's like, hello, Camille. I am so excited to eat this food. This is the best party I've ever been to. That's very interesting. Wow. Tell me more. I'm enthralled. That's great that they would give you a hard time for doing something that is positive with your body. How often do I work out? Every hour of every day. She has the same expression, tone every time. It doesn't switch. And Denise is like, and Faye's like, Kyle puts Faye across from Camille because she did a seating chart. And Sutton's like, I taught you well. Kyle's like, bitch, you didn't teach me nothing. You ain't my sister. So Kyle and Sutton go to talk, but it's time for THC dinner. And everyone is just, will it make me crazy? It's like, you can get 10 milligrams. I don't know how it works. 10 cc's of the THC of the cannabis in your food. But Erika's like, honey, what if, okay, so you can go up to 10. What if I do 5? Because I can't be looking like an asshole anymore. I'm yelling at children. Honey, okay, I'll take 5. And Dorit's like, oh my God, I don't need. Like, honey, are people doing coke in your bathroom? We know. Okay. I love how they're just pretending. Remember Kyle used to pretend about the weed too, like, oh my God, I can't. Oh my God, weed. And your husband's a whole stoner. And she's like, no. Oh my God. So Dorit says, I will do Beverly Beach by Dorit. I'll do 0.08 grams, milligrams, millipedes of it. Dorit says 1. Don't even do it. Don't even. As an addict, I'm like, why waste your time? Why waste your time? You do 1. For what? So the guy comes in who Justin says looks flexible and is single. The chef comes in and he says, welcome to the weird and wonderful world of the THC dinner. We're going to keep you rolling. No, something, I think he said it's not indica, but it's something where we monitor it so you will feel the uppies and not the downies. I don't know how he said it, you guys. I can't remember, but it sounded really good. I was like, I'll take their 10. I will take their 10. Go for the 10. Do the 10. You guys get wasted on liquor. You're way safer with this THC. And clearly, the chef guy, who's 30 and flexible, according to Justin, is a trustworthy man. Okay? I don't know. So they're all like, don't. And Garcelle says, if you put it in my dinner, I'll sue you. And then some of the housewives are like, oh, you can't drink alcohol. And Cynthia Bailey's like, I already started drinking alcohol. I'm sorry. We can't wait for Sutton and Kyle forever. Rinna was not there with her baggie of pills, but man, that was the baggie. That was the baggie. Mo ate all the leftovers from the dinner. Miss T, he came home with the munchies. He was like, oh, after a long day of cheating and smoking, I am hungry. Don't you get another tattoo, but I might bang another lady and smoke all the weed, smoke weed every day. And then Mo was just like, I just see him like now I look at him as like a mess. I don't care. He's tainted now. I just see like shoving mashed potatoes with his hand with THC. I'm hungry, love bean. You guys are gonna make me pee my pants. Love bean. I'm so hungry. Love bean. Oh my god, the fucking love bean of it all. Yes, Mo introduced that man to Kyle. That is Mo's best friend. He's cheating with him, allegedly. Mo and the chef, that's how they know he's flexible, because Mo is doing it. Mo's doing it with him. So, everyone's like, oh, I don't know. Oh, clutching their pearls like a little weed. Oh, I don't know if I should. Erika's like, honey, how much will kill me? Okay, because I'm going to do a little less than that. Which one will make me not yell at children, tell them to get the fuck out of here? I'll do that one. Honey, right, I got a new manager, Alexa. She's great. She's going to give me some meetings, allegedly. So Kyle and Sutton are in the other room. They're fighting. Sutton proceeds to tell Kyle, I wasn't myself the other day. And I'll tell you why, Kyle. I wish you'd open up to me, because I'm about to open up to you. I was worried that my ex-husband, he got a big promotion. And I mean big, like global. He don't just sell houses like Mauricio. Okay, he's not just a selling houser. He makes money moves. Have you heard of the Illuminati? He's the Illuma. In the Illuminati, he's a big deal. He got a promotion, okay, and it is in London. And I thought I was going to have to go there with him, because he said that our son, so I guess she still has a teenage son. I thought all her kids were out of the house, but we don't really see a lot of her kids. I mean, we've seen her daughter, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Because to be honest, sometimes I'm over the kids of the housewives, because I kind of feel bad for them in that, they can't fully like consent to being on film. And then sometimes they're just boring and sometimes it's interesting, but I digress. So she's like, and he said that me and Jason, or whatever the guy's name is, the son, will have to go to London with him. And Kyle's like, what are you talking about? You're divorced. He can't make you do anything. She's like, I didn't know that. Easy for you to say. I didn't know, because my ex-husband is a big deal. Okay. He's not like Momo. Okay. Who just like sells houses. He is the real deal Ally McBeal. All right. I didn't know that. I went to court with him before. And when I went to court with him, it was like Princess Leia versus all the stormtroopers. And Luke, I'm your father, Darth Vader. So it was hard for me. So now I was thrown off, because I thought I'm going to have to move to London with my ex-husband. Okay, that's what I thought. And Kyle's like, what? And then Sutton goes on to say, well, long story short, turns out I'm not moving, but I have to go back to court, because now obviously my child support's going to go up and he's going to have to pay me more. So it's just hard. And Kyle's like, whoa, what in the Kathy Hilton is happening here? So you're using this as an excuse, and I'm supposed to feel bad for you that you're stressed and have anxiety over a move you didn't have to take and over getting more money? Well, I'm sitting over here with Momo, who's allegedly banging other people, including his Dancing with the Stars partner. I'm sorry, what? And she's like, Kyle, if you can't be my friend, at least don't be my enemy. I think I heard Taylor say that one time. Don't you care about what I'm saying? Kyle's like, Kyle is so done. She's done with everybody. Kyle, if you're not Morgan Wade or Teddy Mellencamp, she doesn't have time. Do you guys know Teddy Mellencamp is doing E! News interviews? Or entertainment something interviews? This woman is just like everywhere. Remember when she was like, I'm not going to be one of those housewives who talks about the housewives. Didn't she say that? Maybe she didn't. Maybe that was just Bethany. No, I think she said that too. Didn't she say that? She's supposed to talk about it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Teddy Millenhump she was there. And thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you. So Sutton, she's trying. She's trying to open up and be vulnerable. I do think there's some validity to what Sutton's saying, only because I think there's a lot of unresolved shit around her ex. The fact that she still hasn't really settled down with someone. I mean, when did Sutton get a damn divorce? And was it over cheating? Okay, Sutton Strachey divorce. I know she got the best settlement, and she's got like a minor league team, and she gets $300,000 a month. They were married in May 2000 in New York, and they filed for divorce. Christian filed for divorce on September 22nd, 2016. Sutton's birthday, September 20th. Sutton and Christian didn't agree on the separation date. So, did he cheat? Oh my God, I've never seen a picture of this man. You guys, here's what I'll just share this tab. So here's what the big Christian guy, his name's Christian. Ooh, Christian. Here's what he looks like. Not what I expected. There's the big Christian guy. Hey, Christian. Ex-husband helped her get very rich. So they had a 17-year marriage. He was in charge of the finances. We know that, but they owned 2 minor league baseball teams. She got one of them. But did he cheat? I'm so curious over how they broke up, because it's very unresolved, and you can tell. And I kind of think she might still love him. I got married, and my ex-husband, he did well, she replied, explaining that they'd known each other since they were 13. Oh, for sure. Oh my God. No wonder. You guys. She was with him since she was 13. Oh my God. That's like all she ever knew. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lordy. Oh, high school's. Oh, she's got it. You got it. You got it bad. She's got it bad. So the fact that she still wants to kind of like impress him. Remember when she was talking about that? Like she wanted to, I just want to show him that I'm doing something. I'm not just a sandwich maker. And we're like, huh? And even her actress friend was like, what? What are you talking about? Why do you care what he thinks? She's like, I want to show him. Because that was her twin flame, allegedly. Well, this makes so much sense. So I do think there's part of her she was like, Kyle, I mean, why does this, but it won't share screenshots that I have. Why are you doing this to me, StreamYard? I hate you. I hate you, StreamYard. I hate your guts. I pay for you, you bastard. Maybe if I do this one. No. I guess I can just screenshot. I was going to zoom in on him. Not a tall man, but tall in cash. But short in stature, tall in cash, tall in money moves, allegedly. Oh, 13. So it kind of makes sense. And he filed on her birthday. Oh, it's just a mess. It's a mess. So, yeah, Sutton she never got over it. And yeah, you can just tell that this unresolved. So she was like, it's changed forever. He has always lived here, and now I'm not going to see him. And Kyle's like, that's your ex-husband, because Kyle can't understand because she hates Mauricio now. She's like, I wish Mauricio would move to London and leave me all the money. You know, I want to put him in that thing that looks like a body bag and ship him over there because Kyle is done with him. So Kyle is not at all sympathetic, empathetic, as Erika would say. Honey, what's that? And everyone's like, what's happening? And Denise is just moving her face at the dinner table like, and they're like, where's Kyle, the host? And, you know, Denise is like, maybe she ate some of my appetizers. Like and Erika's like, Denise, you're funny. I'm going to eat with these gloves on. That's all I could see. When I was looking at Erika, I'm like, she's going to eat with them effing gloves on. And there's probably like hair on, like lint. Take the gloves off. Take the glove. What if there's a roll? What if there's a THC roll, a bread roll? You got to pick it up. Okay. I think too much about that stuff. But Camille didn't get to say a lot. Crystal was like, what? Someone's not here? I'll go check. Guys, it's me. Hi. Hi, guys, it's me, Crystal. You guys, people are looking for you. Okay, your guests. Hello, the chef is wanting to serve the food, but you guys figure this shit out. And then Kyle mentioned something. I don't know what's going on with you, Sutton. Maybe it's the elephantitis of your feet, the pills you take for that. Maybe it's your Kanko pills. I don't know. But you're acting weird. Maybe you're drunk. Because there's lots of references to Sutton having a drinking problem by some of the housewives, being Dorit and Kyle. And Sutton's like, well, I never. And then she storms off, and Crystal's like, same thing. You guys still find about the same thing? Okay, can we get in there? Because your chef's everyone's looking for you. I need you to get, I'm not nosy. It's Annemarie, but I need you two to get in there. Okay. I wore this greens. These are real diamonds from the Lion King. Yeah. He bought them for me. Yeah. I invited you to my basement. It's finished. We got to go. Okay. Let's get in here. And then Crystal decides at dinner, they sit down super awkward because Sutton and Kyle now hate each other. Sutton's like, you've changed. And Kyle's like, have I? Well, maybe for the better. Sutton's like, you're working out too much. It's not right. It's not right. It's too many muscles on a woman. Sutton's like that type. Would be like, that's too many muscles on a woman. Ew. So Crystal then is like, okay, let the chef go ahead, say your thing. This is what I do when the Lion King talks. Great. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So the THC levels, they take their stuff and leaves. And Crystal's like, I think we should clear the air. Doesn't it seem like we need to clear the air? You guys are clearly dealing with something. You're not saying it. So go ahead. Let's fight. And Denise like, and everyone's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And, Faye Resnick's having a big reaction, but you can't tell because she has the same. She's like, interesting. So then Kyle and Sutton go back and forth for a minute, for quite a while. And then Annemarie's like, you guys are friends. Friends should be able to tell each other. Okay. Friends forever. This is the second time I've thought of the Saved by the Bell. Friends forever, friends until the end. We're talking about friends forever. So Annemarie is just like talking about how friends can tell each other anything. And you guys are saying a lot without saying anything. You're not really saying anything to each other. And Sutton's like, well, I think there are things going on in her life that she's not telling us. There's, like the excessive working out. And Kyle's like, see, I can't even work out. I can't even have triceps. You wanted to jiggle? You want me to have jiggle? Like Joleen? Is that what you want? I'm sorry. I'm hanging out with 28-year-olds now. And then they're like, what? What in particular? And that's when Garcelle, God, I love Garcelle because she will do this and we need it. You need someone on the cast who's going to do this. She's like, your marriage. She's talking about your marriage. What's going on with your marriage? Are you okay in your marriage? Is what's going on in the marriage? Marriage. Marriage. Mauricio, the stoner who lives here. Is it okay? And people are like, oh, and don't be shocked. I mean, ladies, everyone's marriage has been dissected on the show, talked about. Kyle does not get a pass. And then she's like, excuse me? You're not wearing your ring, Kyle. Where's your ring? You got your own ring? And Garcelle just straight up says, we think it might be a gift he gave you. Like, I'm sorry, because I got a cross when my husband was cheating. And I think Erika or someone said, surprised it didn't catch on fire or something. And then Camille goes, I got an Aston Martin. Yeah, I did. So everyone was talking about the gifts they got when their husbands cheated. And Kyle's like, is that what you want? You guys want it to be that this other ring that's not my wedding ring is Mauricio got it because you want my husband to cheat on me? You want that to be true? And Erika's like, oh, honey, no, don't go there. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh my God. Can I up my THC level to 7.5? Honey, I just want to see anything except for Tom and the victims in my head. And them earrings I had to give away, which was such a hardship. Honey, where's Mikey? So and then, it was just spicy. And Cynthia Bailey's like, I'm still drinking and doing THC. I'm still doing both. I don't know what else to do. And we pretty much get left with a cliffhanger. What will happen next episode with this fight? And the morally corrupt Faye Resnick is over there going, I think it's inappropriate for you guys to talk about someone's marriage or lack thereof. Marriages are difficult at her dinner party. I think that's ridiculous. I'm Faye Resnick. This is my face. This is my tone. It will not change. Oh, did you just stab me? Well, that's rich coming from you. Stabbing me. Am I bleeding out? I am. Could someone call 911? You're not going to change me. This is who I am. And Denise is like, are any of you guys on OnlyFans with your daughter? I was like, Denise, God love Denise. Everyone played their role. Dorit's like, I mean, everyone played their role so perfectly. I was like, chef's kiss, right? Starts with Stassi. Never changes. Her tone never changes. Oh, Camille's here. Great. Emily said, Kyle says she can't afford to be. Yes. She's like, are you depressed? It kind of ends that way. And she's like, I can't afford to be depressed right now. And I'm like, oh, that's something a micromanaging anxiety person would say. That's very Kyle. I have to schedule my depression. So it's like Kyle's running, she's like running just as fast as we can, holding on to Morgan Wade's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then she puts that tattoo on me and I show her my black lacy underwear. I think we're alone now. She's just trying to pick up anything. She's like, I quit drinking. I work out all the time. I get tattoos now. I get all the tattoos. I hate you, Mo. Get out of my face. I can't go through this mail. I like opening up the mail. Kyle's mail stresses me out. I too hate. Who doesn't hate mail? The only person that loves mail is my mom. Every day, Nana, the mail person is Nana's favorite person. And if it's late, she's like, is everything okay? She checks her. She loves walking to the mailbox. She's, oh, my bills. I love it. She loves it. Me, I'm lucky if I check my mailbox once a week. My mail person probably hates me. I'm so sorry. But when Kyle just stacks her mail up in the kitchen and she has visitors over, put it in a damn drawer. Don't you have a junk mail drawer? I mean, doesn't everybody? I know I do. Just you shove that shit in and then you open it and you're like, oh, I should go through that. And then you just close it again and shove something else in there. But she's got it out on the counter. That is just inappropriate. Teray, children behave. Yeah, we're doing a little Tiffany. That's what they say when we're together. Schedule my depression is out of pocket though, ma'am. Have you ever worried about a bill, etc.? Yeah. Probably not. Probably not. She probably hasn't. But yeah. Oh, you have one. Thank you, Shani. Thank you. Everyone's got the junk drawer, right? Yeah. I got 2 junk drawers. One is a lot of mail and one is like batteries, random shit, directions to things, like things I've purchased. Like I got a new little chandelier thing from World Market to go over my dining room table. And I was like, well, I better keep the directions just in case. Cause I'm like, had this weird anxiety that like one day I'm going to be like, God damn it. Where's the directions to the chandelier? Even though I could just Google the chandelier and all the facts would come up about it. But like, and old receipts, like, well, I might want to return that pack of Orbits I had to stop at Home Depot to get in 2020. So, Brittany says, my mail person told my landlord if I didn't clean my mailbox out, they'd take action. I said, tell them to stop, right? Stop leaving me junk mail. I know that they can't like throw away your mail. Allegedly, that's like a felony or something. But I don't need every politician's little pamphlet. I don't need a penny saver. I don't need those, just like those I'm not cutting out coupons. If it's not on the app on my phone, I'm not getting the discount. No one's carrying coupons anymore, except for Nana. Okay. Unless it's Kohl's Cash, miss me. Please don't kiss me. Like, get away from me with that. I don't have time for this. I 100% feel that. Yeah, why you get something from Costco once a week? Like, we know. I can go to the Costco app. I can go to Google. Stop wasting paper. Stop killing trees. Oh, you cleared yours. That must feel so good. Shani, that must feel so good. Sometimes I have been known to just throw stuff away. Like, I won't even open it if I'm just like, I know this is junk mail. Just throw it away. Mason has one. Oh, you guys are making me. I feel seen. I feel seen. If you stash your bills away, you'll forget, and then your water gets turned off, possibly. Or just put on auto pay. I love an auto pay. Not for everything though. If the price is going to change, then I'm like, I better. Depends on how well I'm doing. I'm not in a good spot if I'm like, we got to turn off the auto pays. I'll take it as it goes, and we'll see which one gets paid. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, so we leave with Kyle just like, I don't have time to be depressed. And it's like, we haven't even had the appetizer. I just feel like you can't scream. You can't have a screaming fight until you've eaten. And I would just start eating. I would go back, talk, because the chef's like, should I go out there while they're screaming? They're like, no. And I'm thinking, just go out there and start eating. Start eating. End up says, I'm going to threaten my mail person of lobbying. Yes, if they leave political ads on my box. It is on your box. It is so annoying. I got on an email thread of like some local politicians for a city I don't even live in. And I've been trying to unsubscribe from this mother effer forever. And they're like, we're so glad that Wayne Brady, no relation to let's make a deal. No, his name's Wayne something. And I'm always getting emails. I'm like, I don't even live in this area. He's like, Wayne Brady has done great for the school. No, leave me alone. Unsubscribe. He keeps sneaking in. Yeah, next week's episode is going to be so good. Mason said, Kyle made me so mad tonight. Also, I was here for Camille, Denise, and Garcelle. Sutton wasn't bad either. Everyone played their part so perfectly. So perfectly. When there was one thing I wanted to mention about the Kyle thing, something with Sutton. And now I forget, but it was something where I think Kyle lacks the empathy for something that's upsetting for Sutton or behavior, but yet she has similar kind of neuroses about things. So yeah, I pay everything online too. My checkbook, the only reason I kept a checkbook was because when I lived in West Hollywood, our rent we had to pay with a check. But now mortgage online, I'm like, oh, thank God. Because mailing a check, what is this, 1984? No, steal my identity. Please don't. But like, I'm just like, go online. And if I can't put my stuff in and pay it online, I don't want to pay it. I'm not going to pay you. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I think I had one bill recently where they were like, no, mail us a check. I'm like, no. My checks have 2 addresses that go on them. That's how old my checks are. What am I getting them updated for? Like, that's stupid. That's stupid. Right? What's a checkbook? God bless Nana. So many, I gotta get Nana to come back and do Beverly Hills. I talked to her recently, and I was like, Nana, you gotta come back and do some housewife stuff. She's like, oh yeah, I want to, but she's so popular. But my mom still has a physical register that she does every morning with her coffee at the dining room table. She does her bills. She loves it. A physical check register. If anyone's too young to know what that is, it's like a little thing where you track all of your expenses, like a spreadsheet. Before there was Excel spreadsheets, there was a check register. You get your check number, and you can put in other stuff every freaking morning. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't love that? So, and Dub says, my last place was checks only. I went through 5 checks the first month trying to remember how to write a check properly. Yes. Oh my gosh. There were so many times I screwed up, and I was like, because if you're only writing them like once a month and you haven't written them for a while, you're like, what do I write it out again? I cannot wait till I explain to my niece and nephew, who are 9 and 6, about checks and how to write a check. I wonder if they'll even learn that. Oh, goodness. All right. Oh, your parents do too, Miss T. My parents still balance a checkbook. Yep. Yeah, Kyle has checked the F out. So there you go, you guys. This was a longer one, but worth it because we found out some information about Annemarie's husband. We had lots in this episode, a very meaty, wonderful episode of Beverly Hills Housewives. Can't wait till next week, and I'll be here to recap and roast it. So don't forget to smash that like if you haven't already, you guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you have friends who love The Real Housewives or Bravo, feel free to share my channel with them if you would like. And shout out to all my super chatters tonight. Chickenhead, PK Neely, thank you so much for your support. Short Stack, thank you for being a member for 28 months. That's over 2 years. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brittany, thank you for the super sticker. And Endub, thank you guys so very much. Please do not hesitate to comment after the video post. Number one, I love hearing what you guys have to say because I don't get to read every comment in the chat. And also, it does help me in the algorithm. YouTube loves a comment. So feel free to sound off in the comments and let me know all your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions, what you had for dinner. I don't care. Okay. Let's just take it over to the comment section and have a little chat. I will be back Friday morning with my No Offense, All Offense pop culture show that I do. And tomorrow, I think I'll probably have some videos that I'll be putting out or possibly alive. We'll see how we feel. But I'm going to go eat my Chinese food. You guys have been so fun and wonderful. And like I always say, remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye. If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want. Shawnee, thank you. I just saw your super chat. I don't want it to go unnoticed. That is very kind of you and very generous of you. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Again, bye.